Hello and welcome back to another experiment here on the channel. Today is going to be a little crazy. Maybe even a little stupid. But you know how it is, when someone tells you, that won't work, you just have to try it out. I ask myself, what actually happens if you don't use the usual thin FEP sheet in an SLA printer like the Elegoo Saturn 4, but something completely oversized? Specifically, a 1mm thick PTFE sheet. Just to put that in perspective, standard FEP sheets are between 0.15 and 0.2 mm thin. This one is 5 to 6 times thicker. And it's not clear, it's milky and translucent. Can you even print with this? What exposure times does it need? And most importantly, what does the result look like? Spoiler alert, the feet of my test model got a little chubby. But let me tell you the whole story. Before you ask, yes, I'm fully aware that this is absolutely not intended. The Saturn 4 is designed for thin, flexible films that release from the print easily and don't absorb much light, but PTFE, or Teflon, has some interesting properties. It's extremely smooth, chemically resistant, and most importantly, tear resistant. Anyone who has ever destroyed an FEP sheet while cleaning or because of a failed print knows how annoying that is. A 1mm thick PTFE sheet, on the other hand, you won't damage it easily. You can cut it, scratch it, maybe even hit it with a hammer. So I thought to myself, maybe this is the indestructible alternative for special applications, so I got myself such a sheet, cut it to size, and installed it in my Saturn 4. So, the sheet is in, the resin is filled. By the way, I used standard resin, and then I started the first print. I chose a small test model. Nothing too complex, but with enough details to see if the sheet had a chance, and then came the first failure. Naturally, the problem is this: the UV light has to pass through this thick, milky layer. Standard exposure times, let's say 2.5 to 3 seconds per layer, are completely illusory. Absolutely nothing happens. So I had to feel my way forward. And I mean, really feel my way. I started with the bottom layers. Normally, with the Saturn 4, maybe 30 to 40 seconds are enough for the first layers. I started at 150 seconds. Then I went up to 300, and it's important to note, you really only need these extreme values for the first one, maybe 2 bottom layers. For me, it was the first 2 layers that were exposed at 250 to 300 seconds. Everything after that can be significantly reduced. And lo and behold, at 300 seconds for the first layer, it finally worked. The first layer was there, but that was just the beginning. Because after the first 2 extreme bottom layers come the remaining bottom layers, then the transition layers, and finally the normal layers. This is where I experimented a lot. For the subsequent bottom layers, meaning layers 3 through about 6, I was able to reduce it to about 100 seconds. And for the normal layers, I started at 20 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. 20 seconds per layer. Instead of 3, this naturally means the print time explodes completely. A model that would normally be finished in 4 hours now takes an eternity. But that wasn't really the point, it was about proving a concept. My milky PTFE sheet, on the other hand, acts like a diffuser. The light gets scattered as it passes through. It doesn't just hit the target point precisely but also affects the resin next to it. And because I had to increase the exposure time so dramatically just to get through the thick sheet. So, if you want to print detailed miniatures, forget it. This is not for Warhammer figures or intricate models. In this test run, I configured the exposure settings to 200 seconds for the first 4 layers, followed by 12 seconds for standard layers. However, I observed that with smaller models, the resin vat does not heat up significantly. Consequently, a direct comparison to previous large-scale prints cannot be made. For optimal bed adhesion, both the release film and the resin vat should ideally maintain a temperature above 30 degrees Celsius for an extended period. But there is also some good news to report. And that's the stability. This PTFE sheet is really extremely robust. With normal FEP sheets, you have to be as careful as can be. One little scratch while cleaning, sheet ruined. A failed print where the model sticks, sheet ruined, not here. I tried scratching it with a scraper. Nothing. I removed print residue without any care, no tearing. This sheet just takes everything. So, if you have applications where pinpoint accuracy isn't critical, but you just need the printer to run and the sheet to never break, then this could actually be worth considering. But let's be honest, most of us print because we want things to look good. And for that, this sheet is just wrong. Conclusion: is it worth it? Okay, let's summarize. Can you print with a 1mm thick PTFE sheet on the Saturn IV? Yes, technically it is possible. Is it recommended for normal use? Absolutely not. Here are the facts. Advantages: the sheet is practically indestructible, extremely tear-resistant and scratch-resistant, possibly usable for special applications with large, simple objects. Disadvantages: massively increased exposure times, 250 to 300 seconds for the first 1 to 2 bottom layers. Significantly longer print times than normal, significant loss of detail due to light scattering, models appear bloated, details blur, unsuitable for figures, miniatures, or precision parts. My personal conclusion: an interesting experiment that shows how robust SLA printers can actually be. But for 99% of all users, the thin FEP or NFEP sheet remains the right choice. After many hours, I won't even say how many, it was finally time. The print was finished. I took the build plate out, carefully removed the model, and had to laugh, because you can see immediately, something is different here. Now I'm holding it right next to a comparison model that was printed with a normal FEP sheet. And the difference is crazy. The PTFE model looks kind of bloated. All the details are softer, blurrier. Where the normal print has sharp edges, I have curves here. Where there should be fine lines, there's just flat surface. Especially funny, and you'll see this in a moment, are the feet. The problem: light scattering and chunky feet. Take a close look here. My test model actually has slender, defined feet. But here, these things look like the model had a bad dream and woke up with swollen ankles. This is the classic effect of light scattering, also known as light bleeding. Imagine it like this: standard FEP sheet is clear. The UV light passes through almost unhindered and only cures exactly where the pixel on the screen lights up. Optimization, down to 8 seconds, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't keep experimenting. At some point, I thought to myself, maybe less than 20 seconds per layer is enough, so I started reducing the exposure time step by step. 18 seconds. 15, 12. 10, and finally 8 seconds, and actually, at 8 seconds, it got visibly better. The print suddenly looked clearer. The details weren't quite as blurry. The feet got a little slimmer, okay, still too thick, but better. This shows that even with such an exotic material as a 1mm PTFE sheet, there is a sweet spot. Not too much, not too little. 8 seconds per normal layer was the point where shape and stability harmonized best for me. Still, compared to standard FEP, it's still more than double the exposure time. And the print time remains an issue, even if it's significantly faster with 8 seconds than with 20. I'll now leave the comparison images side by side. On the left, the normal print with standard FEP, sharp, detailed, clean. On the right, my PTFE experiment, kind of chunky. Those feet are going to stay in my memory for a long time. If you have questions about the exact settings or want to try such an experiment yourself, write them in the comments. I've put the exposure times in the video description one more time. First 1 to 2 bottom layers, 250 to 300 seconds, remaining bottom layers, approximate 3 to 6 approximate 100 seconds, normal layers, optimize to 8 seconds, start at 20, then work down. Material, 1mm PTFE sheet, milky, smooth. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe.